Hey folks, this is Greg from GamerPops. I'm here with Jeff, and last week we talked about amiibos and Nintendo's strategy to keep them away from their customers. We talked about Skylanders, and we talked a bit about Disney Infinity characters as that idea of bringing, collectibles, toys that you're going to want to get for your kids to play with their video games.
Mhm. And if you haven't seen the link for that yet, just click right here
On the link.
and on the link, get it, and you'll be taken to last week's discussion.
So this week, we want to talk about the stuff that we collect for ourselves. If you're like us, you're a parent that's, into this kind of stuff, you probably have a shelf, maybe like the one behind me, maybe the one behind Jeff.
Wait, hold on. Uh, uh, maybe this will work. There you go. I have way too much stuff. And back.
So, as you can see, we both have collections of assorted geek and nerd paraphernalia that, we're not necessarily sharing with our kids. And there's a darn good reason for that. And I want to show you right behind me. This is the Ghost. It's the ship from Star Wars Rebels. It's a set that my son and I bought, and we're still missing pieces because he played with it. And as a result of that, yeah, it's. We've got most of it back together. It's probably about like 95% there, maybe more. But yeah, kids aren't always so good with playing with stuff. We love to play with them. We love to share things with them. But especially if you're talking like things that might have some sentimental or collectible value, or a lot of little pieces like Lego, they can get lost, and they're not as much fun to collect, are they, Jeff?
No, they're not. The whole shelf behind me, that was behind me, was all, like it's got a bunch of unopened Assassin's Creed figures. It's got some like Mega Blocks. It's got some Lego stuff, like some Assassin's Creed and some Halo things, and like just little toys and statues. Again, stuff that they're sort of daddy's toys. They're daddy's figures. They're on the shelf there for a reason. Don't touch. I think the one exception of the only thing the kids can touch on the shelf is the amiibo figures, because I just like to keep them there for safekeeping, and the kids can grab them off the lower shelf, and I'm okay with that. Other than that, no touchy anything on that shelf. And also, those Assassin's Creed big figures behind me, they're up high for a reason, and anything else I may have, you can't see it, but over there I've got like a hidden blade replica from Unity. It's the Phantom Blade, I guess it's called in Unity, right?
Yep.
So I've got sort of a working replica of that, and a couple other figures as well over there in a glass case. So yes, I like to keep the kids away from those as much. Oh, and also seen up there as well are my various Funkos as well. They sit on the top shelf because the kids will want to get their hands on these. And I take mine out of the box just because I like to see the detail on them. I know you're different. You like to keep them in the box. You like the packaging. But if I put them in the box, how am I going to see Khaleesi's dragon? See, it's Khaleesi, and she has a little dragon. Look, it's so cute. Look at that. It's got little wings and everything.
Yeah, as you can see behind me, I like the packaging. It's the designer in me, the marketer, the graphics guy. I really love the way the Funko packaging works. And I'm just going to grab one example. This is a contentious one in our house, Elsa from Frozen, because the reason is, as I said, packaging is great. They do a really good job designing just the way these look, nice consistency, but still feels branded. Got this one on super clearance, $2.50. That was a bargain. But my daughter, who's 7, loves all things Frozen, so she would like nothing more than to take Elsa out of the box. And I don't know. It's the collector in me, the completist. I don't want to take them out. So, we're okay so far, but it's probably just a matter of time until Elsa and company get unboxed.
Yeah, I kind of wish I hadn't taken one of mine out of the box. Not for any like collector reason or anything like that, but Amy Farrah Fowler from Big Bang Theory, aka Sheldon's quote-unquote girlfriend, she's kind of drunk. I can't get her to stand up. Like every time I put her down, she's always falling over backwards, and I have to like put a little piece of paper underneath her heels, and I still come down every time I come down to my man cave here. I see she's fallen over again, and maybe it's because she's finally sick of Sheldon, or he pushed her out of the way or something. I don't know, but Yeah, for the most part, they stand up really well, but some of them don't, especially when they have like the female figures, which tend to have smaller, little, tiny heeled feet going on. They don't stand up. Khaleesi sometimes falls backwards as well too, because again, these got these little tiny feet that don't stand up very well.
And see, that's where keeping them in the box is great, because I feel like Baymax, he's got this giant oversized head and not tiny feet, but they're little feet. I feel like he's just going to fall over. But this box, this is a sweet looking box.
It is a sweet looking box. I'll give you that.
He's mint. And that's the thing. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't ever plan on like selling this collection. I'm not stocking these away to try and resell them on eBay and try to make a fortune. But I still I don't want to damage them.
Hold on. Can you move over to your right a little bit, just for a minute?
To my right, like this?
Yeah. Now talk for a second. I just want everyone to notice what's in the middle of the screen, just for a moment.
Oh, would you like me to get it closer?
Yeah, actually, yeah. If you might as well.
So, you know what? I'll admit, I have a bit of an addiction to these. Fortunately, I also have like a ability to control my spending. But we were in Michigan, took a road trip. I went into Hot Topic with my daughter, which is totally not a store for me. Now, granted, we also then spent a lot of time shopping in Justice, where my daughter picked up an entire new spring wardrobe. So it wasn't the most girly store we went to, but sale. Discord, the dragon, one of the major villains from My Little Pony. My daughter loves it, and it's a cool figure. Again, I'm pretty sure he's going to be top heavy because you can see he's got little tiny feet and this giant head. But this was $12.50. That was the same price as the smaller ones, which I will admit my daughter picked out. Princess Celestia.
Is that the story you're still going with, that your daughter picked out Princess Celestia?
Totally, because I would have picked out Spitfire. Or, Cyclops, if we want to be honest.
I think you can get the Derpy Hooves one, eh? I saw Derpy Hooves, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic figure in a comic book store one time, and I totally said to my one son, like, hey, do you want to get that? It's Derpy Hooves. He's like, no, I don't like My Little Pony, even though he's watched the show before, but whatever.
You know what? The great thing about Funko is they literally have everything, and with Toy Fair, they added everything else. You've got superheroes, you've got video game characters, you've got Roger Rabbit, who you can see behind me up on the top shelf. You've got everything, and I actually was tempted to buy one this week that I passed on because I love these giants. Like, these big ones are really cool, and it was an Attack on Titan character, and I would have bought it instinctually just because I like the big Funkos, but they didn't have, or I didn't like the figure, which is the first time I've ever said that. It looks like a skinless, humanoid kind of thing, but it just looked kind of gross. And they're cute, they're adorable. They're not supposed to be gross. I mean, even I'll grab them here. Even like Deadpool, who's all scarred and busted up, he's still kind of cute. But we're gonna get tons more this year. Fortunately, I'm glad I don't have the money to just buy them at will, because I probably would. But they're my little guilty pleasure right now.
Yeah. Speaking of things that really shouldn't be cute at all, somehow they found a way to take the This Island Earth Metalunan mutant and make it adorable as well. Like, this is a nasty creature from that awful movie that was the basis for Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie, the actual movie, not the series. Look at this guy. He's awesome. Although I think still, nothing maybe as cute as perhaps the cutest Funko of all time, the dancing baby Groot. And it's a bobblehead too. Look at that. Hi, Greg. How are you? I'm Baby Groot.
And see, you can also get regular Groot, because they know their market. They know people will buy these, and they will buy both of them.
I see you also have a Star-Lord bobblehead, Gregory.
Yes, I do. I have many bobbleheads. But here's the best part. The one that I am looking forward to that's coming is Rob Gronkowski, NFL tight end for the New England Patriots, Super Bowl champion Patriots. Now, I'm not really a Patriots fan, but Jeff and I put a wager on it because he could have won a Russell Wilson Funko. I could have won a Gronkowski Funko. It seemed to make sense. End result, we placed a wager. I'm waiting for my Gronkowski Funko, courtesy of Jeff and his poor team choices.
One lousy, stupid, awful play call away from adding a Russell Wilson Funko to my collection. Thanks a lot, Pete Carroll, or whoever he should better be fired offensive coordinator of the Seattle Seahawks, Darrell Bevell, by now. I hope he's gone because he cost me a $20 Funko. By the way, your Funko should be coming tomorrow.
Hooray! Is it getting shipped to me, or is it getting shipped to you, and then I have to get it from you?
Yeah, it's getting shipped to me so that I can. Okay. So next time I see you, which I thought was going to be Comic-Con, but I guess that's up in the air now. But
we'll figure that out. The important thing is, I'm getting another Funko. But it's not just Funkos that we're about. As Jeff said, he's got the statues. His collection of Assassin's Creed statues is pretty epic. You've even bought the bad Assassin's Creed games just to get the statue that goes with it.
Yeah. Wait. There are no bad Assassin's Creed games, Greg. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, yeah. There are some less good Assassin's Creed games.
This is what happens when you have. Well, I shouldn't say when you don't have much of a brain, like because I'll get the collector's edition, so I can get the stupid big figure. So that's how I end up with, 6 massive statues behind me, including Arno from. It was great because we all know Assassin's Creed Unity was broken essentially on launch, right? So I just sat there with and enjoyed the figure and put it up in my room until the game was actually playable. Then I actually started playing. And then promptly had to stop because I have review games, which you'll be seeing some of the review games videos up soon on our website or on our YouTube channel, or both.
And I finished Unity, and yeah, I'd rather have the statue. You'll get there.
You can buy, you can go to EB and buy a statue standalone for like $50.
That's not too bad.
It's not. It's a pretty nice one too. It's not the one I have. It's got him with a cannon or something. It's pretty epic. If I didn't have a figure and my wife didn't want to kill me already for having too many of these things, I'd probably seriously consider getting it. But I'm saving up for the Arno Funko figure, which I'm waiting for.
And Elise, don't forget Elise.
And Elise, yes, Elise too, which should be coming out soon.
Now, speaking of things that our wives barely tolerate and our kids should not get to enjoy, I would like to share with you one of the pride and joys of my collection that I purchased over the Christmas holidays. Got a great
Dear Lord!
I know, isn't that huge? That is, of course, a Star Destroyer, and it's freaking awesome.
Hey, talk for a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back in comments. I'm going to show you something else that we've got too.
All right. So with the Star Destroyer, we do have a video of it. You can check out. But this comes off, and then it opens up inside. It's got Darth Vader, it's got troopers, it's got technicians in that. See, it kind of flips out and opens up. Anyway, this thing was not cheap. I got it on sale, so if I spend, I try to spend wisely, and so I got it on sale. My kids played with it once, and as you can see here, we're missing one of those. I know it's a little thing, but when you spend a lot of money on something awesome like this, you don't want to be missing pieces the first time your kids play with it. So that's why it sits on the shelf down in the basement where the kids aren't allowed to go. But it's pretty sweet. I like this. Same with the AT-AT Walker, which is also up on the shelf there. That's one of my favorite toys. Other than that, as you can see, I've got a lot of my Marvel and DC and Image and that hardcovers and trades behind me. Also keep those away from the kids because some of them are a little more mature. They're my kids are 5 and 7. They they love their superheroes. Both they both do. My son and daughter, but they're not quite ready for the boys or Walking Dead or some of the more mature comics in my collection.
Jeez, Walking Dead.
I actually have the comics, not just I've never gotten into the TV show, but that's a topic for another time.
Yeah. I went to look for. I was going to try and one up you because my oldest son Owen got the Millennium Falcon Lego set for Christmas, and somehow I've managed to not be able to find it. I looked in his room. I must have hid it somewhere to keep it away from Malcolm because Malcolm the 7-year-old, he gets a hold of stuff and it's just destroyed. So I actually somehow managed to lose the Lego Millennium Falcon. It is this big, and it's gone. I don't know where it is. Yeah, I got to find a place to store that when I find it, which
I've
hopefully is soon.
I've seen your kids' playroom and bedrooms, and I'm not at all surprised that it would go missing.
But that thing is huge. I mean, if it was like a little piddly set, I could understand that. But it's gone. It's massive. I mean, it's not Death Star or what's that new thing?
The helicarrier?
The helicarrier. Thank you. It's not epic on that scale, but it's pretty darn big and awesome. So no, hey, we'll find it, and maybe I'll show it another time or whatever. But anyway.
And yeah, and hopefully your kids will learn to take care of it so that they don't lose it again.
That's a good one. My kids don't take care of anything, which is why I don't let them touch these things.
And my kids are just young. They like to play. They love their Lego. You know, they love. Like I said, my daughter would like nothing more than to get Anna and Elsa out of the package. But for now, and at least for the remainder of this video, they're all staying on the shelf behind me, safe and sound, ready for me to come down and enjoy. They make a great backdrop. You know, I'm proud of it. And yeah, I think now we'll call it quits, and I'm gonna go fly my Star Destroyer around.
We're gonna go back and play with the rest of our toys now. So hey, thanks for watching, everyone, and don't forget to click the links below. How long before this gets really old and people hate it? Anyway. Subscribe to the channel, be notified when we put more of these videos up, and also just check out the other videos we've got, more hangouts like this or our video reviews, and our website's GamerPops.com as always. So thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, I'm Jeff. He's Greg. Say bye, Greg.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for checking out. By the way, even noticed Funko hat.
I tried not to call attention to it, but yes, I did notice it. We totally sold out.
I'm all in, baby.
We know. So do our wives.
All right, thanks again, folks, and we'll see you soon.